Hello and welcome to another installment of the Screaming Success Vocal Academy. As always, I'm your professor Mike Schii, and today we're going to be discussing a beast of a singer. I got to see him perform live pretty recently and it was jaw-dropping. That man, of course, Bruce Dickinson. So I combine my diverse musical background with my experience as a professional voice actor to tell you how you can sound like some of your favorite singers. Now, I'm not saying these are the exact techniques they're using. I'm saying these are techniques you can use to sound like them. So, without further ado, we'll get into this. Man, I don't know if you can tell, but it is like 100 degrees in here. So, Bruce Dickinson. Right off the top of my head, I can think of 3 different facets to his voice that make Bruce Bruce. First facet is his power. He has just a lot of compression, a lot of strength in his voice. Second facet is his really exaggerated vibrato. And third facet is his obviously enormous vocal range. Gets soaring high notes. And all 3 of these facets are really interconnected because you couldn't be Bruce Dickinson if you had his range but not his power. You know, nobody wants to go see a concert with somebody saying, "Run to the hills, run for your life." We'll start off with his vibrato. Now, Bruce Dickinson and I do vibrato the same way. It's an oscillation of your vocal cords and of your larynx to produce a pitch shift and a volume shift at the same time. So people call him the air raid siren because he's just got these like, whoa, really loopy, kind of wobbly vibrato. And the way that I practice going into that and practicing it is just picking 2 notes on the piano and kind of flip-flopping between them. So like if you have a really exaggerated. So if you can practice doing that way, you can, and doing it more exaggeratedly, you can get to a point where you're doing it more subtly and with more nuance and more musicality. So that's vibrato. Now his range is kind of tricky because so much, I mean, I could do a dozen videos just on vocal range. Because most people have several different registers in their voice. You have the chest voice that I'm speaking in right now, and obviously you can tell I've got a pretty deep bass chest voice kind of thing. And then there's your head voice, which is like here, and it's all resonant in your nose, kind of in your mask right here. Oh, that's all your head voice. And falsetto is even more breathy than your head voice is. It's like this. This is your falsetto voice. Oh, wow, that's really cool. But you just have to blow all your air out almost immediately to prolong that tone, so it's not very useful really. Working on those transitions helps your range a lot. However, you're saying to yourself, well yeah, but he doesn't just sing, Bruce doesn't just sing in his head voice. And that's correct. He's using his mix voice, singing from his mask. It's got the power of the chest voice, but with the range of your head voice. And there are dozens and hundreds and thousands probably of videos trying to discuss how to get your mixed voice down. And the way that I kind of learned is almost like a speech level singing thing. Now, I don't do a lot with speech level singing just because I never had much success with it. But in this instance, I think it can kind of work to help you get the technique that I'm talking about. So say somebody like punches you or pinches you or something. Ow! Ow! What would... Dude, what? 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 But you hear that. It's like a high pitch. Huh? Ow! 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 That is where your mix is coming from. Because you're not going, how? How? You're not starting in your head voice and then going into your chest. You go, ow! Dude, what? Ah! And you can use that. Isolate that pitch and use it. Ow! Ow! Ah! So that's where the head voice mixes with the chest to get that power. And that's what Bruce is using when he gets these just soaring kind of run for your lives. notes is he's using that mixed voice to get way up there. So kind of practice doing that, figure out a way to trick yourself into getting in the mixed voice, and then use that mixed voice to get the power that you're looking for. Now this isn't one of the facets that I mentioned to begin with, but Bruce has a lot of resonance in his tone, and that makes it sound thick and full as opposed to like a shrill kind of high-pitched falsetto. And resonance comes from a bunch of different places. It comes from your skull, it comes from your chest, it comes from your throat, it comes from the position of the tongue in the mouth. So to get these, basically the more space you get, the more resonance you get. So you try to keep your larynx down, like touch your Adam's apple, and you're going to be trying to sing with it as low as possible. And you can already hear that my voice has changed, because rather than up here when it's brighter and shriller, because my larynx is blocking some of my resonance, if I lower my larynx, I get a lot more resonance, a lot rounder kind of tone. So if I sing with my larynx down, then it gives me a round tone, as opposed to a bright, shrill tone. And Bruce has got that really thick tone. I'm getting really sidetracked here. For instance, run to the hills, run for your lives, run to the hills, run for your life. He also uses a lot of grit in some of his voice. Now, it's hard to say with gritty, raspy singing how exactly they're doing it, because it could be anything from drug use to smoking to a specific vocal technique. So I'm not even going to get into that. A lot of my other videos will deal with raspy singing, so you can check those out. He says I... If you've liked what you've seen today and you think, well, I want to know what else Mike Schii does, you can check out my band's profile here on YouTube at youtube.com/Invicta Music, or just click this handy link right here. Then I also sing for a men's a cappella group called the Nashville Singers. We do jazz, blues, barbershop, classical, all sorts of different stuff. That profile is available right here. And there you have it. That's how you sing like Bruce Dickinson. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer as many as I can. Or go to www.bandhappy.com/profiles/Mike Schii. I give one-on-one vocal lessons, and you can get in touch with me over there. If you've enjoyed the video today, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. We'll have a lot of other cool stuff for you coming up soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.